Amen. And it's been a fantastic men's session. So you might ask, why do I do CR? That's good. Why do I do CR? So I'm gonna read. Y'all follow football, right? You follow football, right? So Las Vegas Raiders rookie cornerback Nate Hobbs has been arrested for driving under the influence after police allegedly found him asleep at the wheel on Sunday. Hobbs allegedly failed a field sobriety test before getting charged with a misdemeanor for DUI. The arrest reported took place on the parking ramp. This is a guy that's his team depends on him, but he is arrested. And he wasn't the only person who got arrested for the Raiders, right? You heard of Henry Rugg? Henry Rugg was driving 156 miles with a blood alcohol level of twice the legal limit in Nevada when he ended a 23-year-old Tina Turner. And the woman burned to death in the car accident. So that's the sobering news of why I do CR. Let's turn our Bibles to 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. It says, therefore, since we have this promise, dear friends, let us purify ourselves from everything that contaminates the body and spirit, perfecting holiness out of the reverence for God. CR is designed to help people with low character gain good character. You can be as talented as Henry Rugg on the football field, but your talents mean nothing if you have no character. Do you have a ministry full of deceit, blame shifting, people with irresponsibility financially? People that don't take responsibility? This is the characteristics of a CR person. And my goal with CR is to help us go from low character to high character. And I think the challenge is, if you don't have to turn to it, you can write this scripture down. Hebrews chapter 3, verse 12 through 13, it says, see to it that your brother doesn't have a sinful, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God, but encourage one another daily, as you call it today, right? CR is a daily discipleship ministry because our people need it. You can ruin your life with one decision. You can lose it all. Henry Rugg went from being an all-pro receiver to going to prison. It can change in a flash. You can take someone's life in a flash. For us shepherds, right? We have shepherds in the church, right? But my Bible states that all of us are our brother's keepers. Are you prepping your people for CR? You know, we have a ministry where, you know, according to John chapter 10, verse 11 through 17, right? You can either be a good shepherd or a hired hand. A hired hand doesn't follow up with his people to help them with an issue that can impact his life forever. And I think it's key for us to take CR very seriously. Some of us, hey, why is my ministry not growing? Well, you might have a whole bunch of CR issues that keep your ministry from growing. And CR, you know, you can say, well, I haven't used in a long time. Well, I haven't used in 29 years, 28 since 1993. But I went through the course because I have to deal with the character that leads to addiction. And it's very pivotal for us to love God enough to deal with these issues within our ministry and with ourselves. And don't care about your position. There's shepherds who go through CR. There's evangelists who go through CR. They don't announce it because the ministry is very, very, very confidential. So we don't announce with, where, who's in CR. So the goal of this ministry is for us to take this ministry seriously and help your people take it seriously. And that is CR. Amen.